Hey Gators, I hope you all are having a lot of fun creating your Clementine Hunter zinnias. I realized that you all have been using a lot of paper and stuff, and Miss Gasparini and I wanted to show you all a really neat tool that you all can use. So we think you all will have a lot of fun with this. Best of all, it's free. And I've been having so much fun with it. I know Miss Gasparini has been having a ton of fun with it too. It's called www.kleki.com. That's www.kleki.com. You can use it on your computer, you can use it on your tablet. I've even been able to use it on my phone too, and it's really, really neat. So in a minute, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you all some different ways that you can use Kleki.com for your assignment if you choose to do that. If you want to use paper and continue to do that, that is fine too. I don't mind you all doing that either. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you all what Kleki looks like. Okay, so this is what the screen will look like. When you get up, when you get to your browser, type in kleki.com. Again, that's KLEKI.com. You'll see this white canvas right here, and to the right, you'll see you have this dashboard right here. Usually when it starts, you have the pen tool, so the drawing tool, and it's in black. If you choose to use that color, that's okay. If you want to use another color to create your zinnias, you can do that too. When I start on my zinnia paper, I like to start drawing the vase. But again, if you want to draw the flowers, it's up to you. But I'm just going to show you all some different ways to do it. And I'm going to start off with the vase. So the cursor usually looks like a cross. You can see me kind of moving it around in the middle of the screen. Like I said, it's on the black drawing tool. If you want to change your colors, you have it right here. So you can see that I have mine on magenta, but you can change all different colors. You can change it to red, orange, yellow, green, blue, anything that you want. And if you want to move it up and change it to blue, just click it and drag it up here. But I'm going to keep it on black because I like to draw the lines and make the lines appear, thick. So I'm going to start off with the vase. I'm going to make it kind of simple. I'm going to start by making a straight line. Now you can see that my line's not totally straight. That's okay too. Yours doesn't have to be either. That's going to be the top of the vase. So I'm going to line up the center of my cross with the end of this line right here, and I'm going to make a curved line. I'm actually going to make it go all the way to the other end of the line. Just like that. I'm going to make sure that it's closed up. You want to make sure it's closed up for a reason, because when you go to paint it, if you don't close it up, the paint's going to get everywhere. We'll explore that a little bit more in a minute. So here's my vase. When I draw the flowers, what I like to do personally is I'm going to draw the circles first. That's going to be the middle part of the flower. So I'm going to do 1, 2, maybe 3. You can make them all different sizes if you want. I might make this one a little bit bigger. And that's 4. And then I'm going to do 5 right here. And you can see that I put them at all different levels. So some are higher than the others. Now I'm going to make the petals next. You can do them all different ways if you want. This first one, I'm going to make an organic shape. So it's not really going to be any shape like a square. It's just going to be kind of its own shape, just like this. And again, you want to make sure that you close it up. Make sure that there are no spots where it's open, because again, the paint's going to get everywhere. So I have my organic shape right here. I'm going to make a circle for this next one. And I might actually make another circle too, just around that one. So I have my organic shape, my circle. This one I might make it a little more of a flower shape. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. So actually, sometimes I think with art, the more imperfect it is, the more interesting it is too. You see, I have my flower right here. I might for this one make another organic shape. And I don't know if you all can hear in the background, that's my stepson playing his baritone too. He's having a lot of fun with that. Okay, so I have my organic shape. This one I might do, maybe I'll do a circle around this one right here. And then I'll make the flower shape. So just like that. Now we have flowers that are floating just above the vase. We can't have that, can we? So what do we need to draw? We need to make the stems, right? So our stems, a lot of times straight lines? No, sometimes they're curvy, sometimes they're straight. So I'm gonna make a few that are curvy. I'm gonna make one that's curvy like this. I might actually make mine kind of thick. So I'm gonna do another line. Maybe I'll make this one straight. You can see that I'm doing two different lines for the stems too. I'm making them kind of thick, and there's a reason why I'm doing that too, and I'll show you why in a second. I'm gonna make this one just a little bit curvy. Okay. Maybe I'll make this one straight too. So still making it kind of thick. And then maybe make this one curvy. All right, so now that I have the stems drawn, what do flowers usually have? What do plants usually have that helps them get the sunlight? Do they have leaves? So yes, they do. All right, so on a couple of them, I might draw a couple leaves. So I'll draw a leaf on this one. Maybe I'll draw a leaf on this one too. I'll draw a small leaf on this one. Maybe another small one on this one, and another leaf on this one too. So now we have our flowers drawn, we have our vase drawn. Next comes my favorite part. This is where you get to be extra creative because then you get to color in the flowers. I'm not going to color them all in the same color either. I'm going to make them all different colors. Now maybe for the middle, I might make them the same. So I'm going to choose yellow for the middle. Now you see that we still have our drawing tool right here. So this is actually the drawing tool right up here. So if you want to switch it over, you can go to this arrow right here and then go to the paint tool right here and click on that. So now I've got my paint tool. I'm going to go over here, make sure that it's pointed into the middle, and I'm going to click and it's going to turn yellow. Super, super cool, isn't it? Love this. I love this. Now, I'm going to paint the petals next. This is another one of my favorite parts too, because you get to use all different kinds of colors. I'm going to choose robin's egg blue for this first one. Paint this one that color. Maybe for the next one, I'll do magenta in the middle, and then I'll go maybe a little bit darker for the outside. And then for the one that's over here, I'll choose red. And then maybe I'll do, which one should I use for this next flower? Maybe I'll try and do some orange. Okay, and maybe another magenta right here and some robin's egg. Okay, so we've got our flowers painted. What color are the stems? They're green, right? So I'm going to choose some green. I'm going to do bright green. I love bright green. That's one of my favorite colors. It always cheers me up whenever I see bright green. But now that I'm looking at this though, I wonder if the leaves would look better with a different color, maybe a darker green. What do y'all think? Let's experiment. So we have a dark green. Oh my goodness, I like it. Now, here's the thing though, too. If you decide that you don't like the color, you try color, you decide that you don't like it, here's one thing that you can do. go to this little thing right here. So click on it. And then what you're going to do, like say if I liked the bright green better and I wanted to change the leaves back to bright green, I'll take this, I'll click on the bright green stem, just like that. And then I still have my paintbrush, my little paintbrush logo right here. Click on the leaf and voila, turn it back to bright green. Now I still happen to like the dark green. So I'm gonna go back and click on this leaf right here. And then I'm gonna click back on this leaf and I'm gonna change it back to dark green. But that's one thing that you can do if you decide to turn something one color and you decide you don't like it and you wanna make it back into its old color, you can always click on that tool and it'll change it back. Now, we got to make the design for our vase. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back up to this area and I'm going to click back on the paintbrush tool. I'm going to make sure that I click back on this line right here that looks kind of like an S. And I'm going to make a design. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to make a design like this. I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to do a wavy line. But oh my goodness, I don't like the color. I don't like how the line looks or anything. So here's one thing that you can do to erase it. If you wanted to erase it, you're simply going to bring your cursor over here to this tool right here. This is the eraser tool. Now, erase just like that. And just be careful that you don't go to the line. There you go. Now, you're going to have to, when you have the eraser tool, you're going to have to change back over to the paintbrush. What you do is you've already got the paintbrush over here clicked. You don't need to worry about clicking that. You go back over to this line that is shaped like an S. You click on that and you are back to your paintbrush tool. And if you want to switch it over to black, drag this little circle over here. And there you go. So I'm going to do a zigzag line like that. I'm just going to make it a simple zigzag line. And so you see how I did not draw the line all the way to the end. There's a reason why you want to draw it all the way to the end, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to make this first part red, and I'm going to make the second part of the bottom part of the vase blue. So I'm going to click over here to the red. Actually, I'm going to go over here because I want a little more red. Drag that up there. Okay, and then I'm going to select the paintbrush tool, or the paint bucket actually. And remember how I said I wanted to make the top part red and I wanted to make the bottom part of the vase blue, but watch what happens when I paint the top part red. See? So I didn't want the red on the bottom part. So what I need to do now, what I find easier, go up here to white, click that, there you go. All right, now I'm gonna go back over to the paintbrush. I'm gonna select black here on the bottom. I'm going to make my line go all the way to the end right there. Then I'm going to select red again. Go to the paint bucket tool. And you see what happened when I filled in the line and then I painted, I clicked on the paintbrush tool, none of the red paint got onto the bottom. So that's one thing that you want. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select the blue. I'm going to fill it in. And there you go. So I'm happy with my artwork, but there are still a couple more steps that you need to do before you submit your artwork to me. You're going to have to save it on your computer. Now, see this button right here with the arrow facing downward? This is the button that you will need to push to save it. So click on that. And you'll see an area right here where it says you'll see the area on the bottom left of your computer. So you click on that. So on Macs, the image pops up like this. And what I do is I come up here to this area where it says the title, the name of it, click on the arrow facing downward. And if you want to change the name, you can change the name. So I'm going to make mine Akamini _ Clementine hunter zinnias, just like that. And I'm going to save it. I like to save stuff onto my desktop. So I'm going to save it onto my desktop. And it should be saved. Now you can choose to upload this onto the Google Classroom, or you can choose to do the paper one too, whatever you want to do. We just thought you all would have a lot of fun exploring this and having just hopefully, like I said, having fun. Again, the website is www.kleki.com. We will be sharing this in the slideshow as well too, so you can just click on the link and try it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lot of fun. So explore this all you want. And Gators, be creative, get messy, and have a blast. All right, guys. Bye.